Gravedigger, the green machine from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, that has taken its owner-driver Dennis Anderson nearly to the top of the heap in monster truck competition. The Carolina Crusher, with Gary Porter behind the wheel. Can the Crusher beat the Digger? ESPN, the world leader in motorsports coverage, presents Speed World. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nassau Coliseum in Nassau, New York. I'm Brett Kepner. Get ready for serious monster truck action. Every single one of the major superstars on the USHRA Association Camel Trail are ready to do battle in one of the wildest state truck fields ever. Plus, you'll get a chance to see the two hottest rivals in super modified mud racing competition this season. Welcome to the 1991 Monster Truck Challenge Series. Welcome, everybody, to the Nassau Coliseum in Uniondale, New York, as we prepare for the qualifying round for this 8-truck USHRA Association Monster Truck Competition feature with literally the biggest names in the Camel World Championship Series, including this young man, Jack Willman Jr. from Granite City, Illinois, and the truck that finished number 2 in the Camel World Title Series last year, the incredible Taurus Chevrolet. The Taurus machine literally covers the vast majority of the course airborne. The elapsed time, 1.86 seconds. An exceptional run that will definitely put up a strong figure to beat for the rest of the field. From the state of New Jersey, Mike Wine and the Super Winch-sponsored Outlaw Ford, a supercharged fuel-injected wedgehead Ford-powered entry. And Wine runs into problems almost immediately from the point the green light came on. The elapsed time for the Ford, a disappointing 2.88 seconds. The next machine pulling to the starting line is the defending USHRA Association Camel World Champion, Fred Schaefer, in the Barefoot Chevrolet, looking for the number 1 spot. Schaefer takes the green light. A beautiful run, again completely airborne for the last 2/3 of the course. The elapsed time, 1.93 seconds for Barefoot, literally only 0.07 of a second behind the leader. But here's another serious challenger, John Pyatt at the wheel of the Bigfoot Hot Wheels Ford. A beautiful airborne run, but the elapsed time only 2.14 seconds. That will right now put the Big Blue machine only number 3 in the field behind Taurus and Barefoot. But here comes Gary Porter and the Carolina Crusher Chevrolet. A beautiful airborne launch. Porter lands her hard. The elapsed time for the Crusher, 2.07 seconds. But here's the crowd favorite by far, the machine that everybody cheers for, the Gravedigger of Dennis Anderson on the line. Anderson takes the traditional high-flying mode, a wild bouncing shutdown. The elapsed time, 2.13 seconds. That will bring up the 1989 Rookie of the Year in the Camel Monster Truck Tour. This is Rob Fuchs out of Woodstock, Illinois, in the First Blood Ford. A beautiful flight and a beautiful landing as well. The elapsed time for Fuchs, 1.99 seconds. And the final qualifying effort, Michael Waters out of Baltimore, Maryland. The show quality Black Stallion supercharged Ford, trying to cut into the top half of the field. He'd have to go at least 2.07 seconds or quicker to do it. Problems for Waters right off the bat, and that will not help him a bit. A 2.55 second run will put the Stallion number 7. The Taurus Chevrolet leads the field from start to finish with Barefoot, First Blood, the Crusher, and Gravedigger all behind him. But coming up, we've not only got side-by-side monster truck action, we've got super modified mud racing. Stay with us. We're back at the Nassau Coliseum on Long Island in New York as we get ready for the first round of side-by-side monster truck eliminations. And look at the first battle up. Number 1 versus number 5. It'll be the truck that finished number 2 in the world last year. Your low qualifier here today. The Taurus Chevrolet of Jack Wilman Jr. taking on the crowd favorite, the incredible Gravedigger of Dennis Anderson. Both trucks on the starting line and ready to run. And so far, I might add, this season, Anderson has knocked off Wilman more times than Wilman has knocked off Anderson. They leave the line identical, and at the finish line, it's unbelievably close. The win goes to the Gravedigger, an upset of the number 1 qualifier. The Gravedigger advances from the 5th qualifying position into the semifinal round at the expense of the quickest truck here. The next pair lining up includes Michael Vaughters, the number 7 qualifier in the Black Stallion, taking on number 3, the First Blood machine of Rob Fusio, is always a killer. Illinois versus Maryland in an all-supercharged Ford battle. The whole shot goes to the First Blood Ford, and the victory at the finish line is by almost a truck length. Obviously, Michael Vaughters could not solve the problems that slowed him in qualifying, and the look on his face proves he is mighty disappointed. Fusio heads into the pit area to prepare for the semifinal round. Meanwhile, it's Mike Wine and the New Jersey-based Outlaw supercharged Ford in the far lane, who really ran into problems during the qualifying session, taking on the hitter, Gary Porter's Carolina Crusher, who made the field number 4 qualifier, but within 0.2 of a second of the qualifying leader. It looks like Wine may have gotten the whole shot, but Porter lands and gets all kinds of out of shape after coming back around the whole shot for a nearly full truck length win. That will put the Carolina Crusher into the semifinal round, and he will take on the winner of the next matchup. What a war this should be. Probably the biggest single rivalry in indoor motorsports today. Fred Schaefer and the Barefoot Chevrolet in the far lane, the defending U.S. Honda Association Camel World Champion, against the Bigfoot Ford, driven by John Pyatt. Remember, the Bigfoot team had their problems in qualifying. They only made the number 6 position. Looking in the cockpit of the Barefoot Chevy, Fred Schaefer looks like he may be having problems. I think he's actually disconnected the safety belts. I don't know what he has in mind here. He is already staged and waiting. John Pyatt leaves the line but does not red light. Apparently, Fred Schaefer had some kind of transmission or drivetrain problem, hoping that maybe Pyatt would have created a foul start situation. So in the semifinal round, it will be the Gravedigger Chevy against the First Blood Ford, and the Carolina Crusher certainly does not have an easy day ahead. Don't go away.